Morning peeps. Today we're gonna be touring my 300-acre property in Jamaica. First thing first, we're gonna clean down the car and then touch the road. Whilst this is not actually where I live, right? In the country you have some of the roads like this. Now it's partially fixed, so I'm not gonna say all of it is bad, but this is the price that you pay for peace sometimes. Zero crime rate, you feel me? Yeah. The only challenge most people who live in the rural area have is what you call predal larceny, or we call them common thief. So even so, as narrow as the road be, as you can see, or as you saw just now, two vehicles were able to pass without any issues, right? So next stop is Big Boy. Yeah, one of my brethren who I actually refer to as wealthy, but according to society's definition, we're gonna leave that one for another time. Yeah, so the next stop is Big Boy. I'm not gonna stop the video just yet. I'm gonna show you where the road actually gets a little bit better. It was recently paved. Yeah, so for a little distance it's like this, and then I'll be hitting the main road shortly, which is actually worse than this. And I'm gonna stop and I'm going to stop and show you a area, and I'm going to stop and show you a section that I actually patched. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna stop the recording now and resume later. So I actually didn't remember this stop. This is one more stop that I have to make. This is where I get my breakfast in the morning and lunch. So I'm gonna eat some now and save some for lunchtime. As you can see, they are black and pretty. But I'm not gonna climb this tree right now. Here's a stick which I'll be utilizing to do the picking. So right about now, I'm gonna link Big Boy the Great. Here's why I say this man is wealthy. Where I'm walking down now, it's a couple acres, and look, banana trees, breadfruit tree, you name it. Custard apple, I think that's cinnamon right there. Beyond this one, mango tree, guinea, more banana trees, star apple. Doesn't seem like he's around now, but I came by for some cane heads. That's what we call them. I don't know if they have another name. Pear tree right there. This is another pimento tree or pimento plant, whatever you want to call it. Again, several acres. This is just a piece of it. Over there we have some corn in the middle, and further down we have some pineapple. I'm gonna get some pineapple in the future, but not today. So I'm gonna get some of those canes there and replant them. So that's what's gonna be happening for today. That's another pear tree right there, right? Jelly or coconut tree right there. more coconut or jelly. And like I said, this is just piece of the property. House being built, and this one has never worked. A 9 to 5. Simple farming, nothing large scale, and trust me, big boy give away most of his produce. Take that from me. Like, you just give it away. So like, me and big boy bridging now, I'm gonna come link big boy. 1 2 pint. Me I get 2 pint and him I say go about my business. Breadfruit in season, and me link big boy. If me not have any, me I get breadfruit. Same thing with banana planting. And that's how we live in the hills, you know. Right now, you feel was here, that's it. Yo, move faster now, man. Move faster with the camera, no? That's how he behaves. But I'm a G, you know. So I found some mangoes, got the platinum fat, right? And here we have a lot of nutmeg. That's another bag of nutmeg. So because he wasn't around, I just took a few mangoes and 2 planted, right? So probably tomorrow I'll stop by again. It doesn't make sense to call him phone now because I not get through it here. So guys, let's do a quick tour. So by the way, do you eat these apples green? Like, I eat them with salt. Yeah, and it is really good. So behind me, 2 fruit trees, right? That's custard apple, and then you have, what's that berry again? I don't remember the name, but it makes really good juice and it can make wine. I won't get to do a full tour today because this is just one section, so I'm just gonna show you what's on one section, right? You know what, living in the city and traveling overseas and probably living overseas has taught me, land is really valuable, right? Like, look at this. It may seem like bush, you know, but you can make this thing very productive. Like, now a lot of people say life is expensive, right? And the 2 main contributing factors, food and shelter. Now when you have a piece of land, anything not even as big as this, right? Let me show behind me. Like even just behind me, probably about 2 acres, right? And you have that and you can plant your own food, your cost of living cut down significantly, right? So behind me now, let's say this is south side of the property where you can see a lot of coconut trees, a little hut right there, and now that side is north side. So I'm gonna go a little bit closer to north side. Right there we have a little piggy. So this is north side, and in the country this is what we call a gully. Now compared to a gully in the town, right, this is very productive because as you can see, it's a banana and everything right there are cocoa beans. It is used to make chocolate or chocolate tea, right? Ackee tree right there. So let me go up a little bit closer so you can see what the cocoa beans look like. They are pretty out of season now, so that's why you don't really see any on the trees. Now within this, what I've done is planted a bunch of coconut trees. So within the next 3 to 5 years, my goal is to replace what you're looking at now with coconut plants and mango and citrus. So if you look there, guava. Right there, we have an upcoming saucer plant growing, right? Bring it a little bit closer. Saucer. Here we have some grafted orange trees growing. Again, it doesn't make sense to really clear the land because if we do clear it to the fullest extent, right, then it's gonna look like this. Now and the gully side, let me go up a little bit closer. If you look on the ground, it's mainly leaves. So when it's time to say get rid of these cocoa bean plants, life is gonna be a lot easier. So what I was saying earlier, within this I have a lot of coconut plants. There's a little mongrel right there. So I'm trying to locate one of the plant right now because it's really a lot of them. So this is what is taking place. Here's another one. So sometimes you just have to have a vision for what just look like random bush, but you can bring it to life. So this is a closer look at south side of the property. Tangerine trees, cherry trees, coconut trees, the great Bessie, um, star apple, breadfruit tree. I'm nowhere. I'm literally nowhere. I'm just a few clicks in, right? So my vision for the next 5 years is to transform north side to look like south side. So if we come a little bit closer, right here you can see that there's a little stream running, a decent river running, right? Now in this river we have some crayfish or janga, I don't know what the right name for them is called, that we caught at another river several years ago, and then they just multiplied in this little stream. That's an investment right there. So we don't have to leave from here, go in country terms, go way you catch some fish to catch fish again, right? We have it right here in basically the backyard to an extent. Now that right there is another apple tree. So it's a lot of fruit trees here, more than I can manage. So these properties with streams running through them, I think they are good and somewhat in demand. So I'll be going to another section of the property where a stream merges with the one that I just showed you. That's literally how blessed we are here in the country. And literally growing up, like, you wouldn't know that these things are really valuable, but like I said, it's because of exposure. When I went into the city, when I went overseas, I saw the different things and I'm like, shit, bro, you're rich in the hills, right? I mean, different strokes for different folks, but look there, apple, right? We call this shiny apple. Let me flip the camera. So here's a better view. We had some rain the other day, so they are a bit spoiled now, but let's continue the trod. Now here we don't have water bills. As you can see, the river just right there. So what we do is set up our own water system. So that's a pipe. This is the wires that provide electricity for the pump, right? More fruit trees, more coconut trees, more apple trees, more ackee trees. And if you know anything about me, I eat ackee 7 days a week. Now this is where stream 1 meets stream 2. So we actually get our water from stream 2. And you can see the pipeline and this is where we get our water supply from. In front of me right there is another ackee tree. Right here it's tangerine tree. About 3-4 tangerine trees here. No, not all of these properties are mine. However, I do have access to some of them. That means I can go and do whatever I want whenever I want. Because they are no man's land. Technically, somebody own it, but no man's land. So, like this piece here, no man's land. The coconut over there and I want it, I go and get it. So that's a wrap guys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.